Welcome, everyone. We are so excited that you are with us this evening. And if you missed it, I've got a really special treat. I'm so excited with who I get to present with tonight. And as people are coming into the room, welcome, everyone. Go ahead, get comfortable, grab a notebook if you have one, and just take a breath. We're really glad that you guys chose to be here tonight because we know that you could be doing a million other things and you made the choice to be here with us. So, for those of you that I haven't met yet, my name is Kristie. And as a quick way to connect the room, if you're comfortable, use the Zoom chat to share where you're joining us from. I love seeing how many places this room represents. And we love if your camera's on, but no pressure to have your camera on. We always just love to see your beautiful face. And here's what I want you to know before we begin. This isn't a pressure call. This isn't a sales pitch, so you can relax. This is information, okay? And this definitely isn't about convincing you of anything. And I'm going to pause here for a minute because I love to reach over and just into the chat and say hello to all of you. So we've got Singapore here. We've got Philippines in the house. We have Hawaii here. I'm going to be in your neck in the woods the next 3 weeks. I'm so excited. We have Tony from Vegas, baby. We have Maryland here, Las Vegas, Georgia. Utah's in the house. And so welcome everybody. Again, we're very, very excited that you are here. So this call is just about information. Okay, so again, take notes. And it's information to understand what Riman is, how this works, and why so many people around the world, as you can see, are leaning in right now to help me guide you in the best way possible so that we can both guide you in the best way possible. I would love to know what caught your attention. Was it the products? And really would love for you guys to share this in the chat. Was it the products? Are you curious about the business opportunity or you're just curious? There's no wrong answer here. So just go ahead and pop those in. And this will help us to basically reframe this so we can really customize it to you. So both, right? Yeah, products and the business opportunity. Products, great. Okay, you're going to learn about both here. The skincare, awesome. All right, thank you guys so much for showing up. Thank you for giving yourself this time. And now let's walk you through all the things that you need to know about Riman. Okay. All right. Both trust, belief, all of it. Okay. I'm going to share my screen with you and let's go. Let's get started. Okay. Who's ready? If you're ready, put ready in the chat. Let me know that you are ready to rock and roll. Okay. So, um, Kristin,
Yes, I am so
you ready?
excited to be here
I
tonight with you,
know.
Kristie. I know you have Kristie and Kristin tonight, so
No, you
that
got
will,
you got the two double
you
K's are in the
do.
house
Yeah,
tonight.
absolutely.
We're gonna ping pong. We're gonna keep this super conversational. We want to have fun with you guys tonight, and so I just want to start by just saying you're here, and that matters. Okay, Remon is not one product. We're not even one category. We are an entire ecosystem, and this is important because most brands are built to sell you something, and Remon was built to support how people actually live. There's a big difference there. So everything inside Remon is designed around one belief. When you elevate the inside and the outside together, everything changes your skin, your energy, your confidence, and yes, even your income. Okay. So what you're looking at here are the three pillars of this brand. And now I get to toss the baton over to Kristin, and she's going to walk you guys through what you're actually looking at here.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Kristie. I'm so excited to be here with all of you tonight. I have been with Riman just a little bit over a year. And so right now you are seeing our different sites of Riman. You're seeing the headquarters, the Riman Village. And so let's talk a little bit about how Riman started. Um, Perfect. So we started back in 2018 in South Korea. So it was a booming company before it even came outside of South Korea. So it started in South Korea in 2018. There was over $2 billion in revenue in South Korea before it ever even came to the US and Canada. And we opened in the US and Canada in 2023. And we were already the number one rated K beauty brand, over 40 million bottles sold in Korea of the amazing dermatology cream. And if you have not tried it yet, you must try it. It's incredible. We launched in North America in March of 2023. Then Taiwan launched in December of 2023. Hong Kong. Next came up Mexico, Malaysia, and Singapore. And so many more countries have already come on board. We are in 12 countries right now with I think about 10, right, Kristie, launching in
Yeah.
2026. So
Mhm.
we are growing rapidly and it's a truly exciting time to join. But even though we're growing rapidly and you're like, well, wait, if you're already in 12 countries, doesn't everybody know about Riman? I meet people every single day that have never even heard about Riman. So you are joining at an amazing time. You're getting started early. If you haven't said yes yet, hopefully by the end of this call, you are so excited and you get online and get your business started with Riman.
So good. And speaking of global expansion, which we will be in 50 countries in the next 5 years, let me show you why timing matters more than anything. So, this is Remon 2026. You guys, look at this right here. This is not a prediction. This is not a vision board. This is the expansion plan already in motion. So, what you're looking at is intentional global positioning. And I want to talk to you guys a little bit about why that is. Yes, we're in North America, Latin America, Europe, Asia. These aren't test markets. These again are strategic entry points. And here's what most people miss about this expansion. When a company expands after demand peaks, it gets really, really noisy, right? But when a company expands before the world catches up, man, is it powerful. And that's the seat that we're sitting in right now, is that we get to be a part of this. K beauty is exploding globally. It's still very, very new here in North America. So we know though that K beauty, because of the way that it is rapidly exploding. Let me just share a little stat with you. Sales were up 30% in Ulta last year in K beauty alone. And so that's showing that people are starting to catch on, right? And so because of this, we want to make sure that we are getting this out before anybody else. So this is why Remon is moving so fast. We want to establish first movers advantage in every single market it enters. And here's the part that I really want you to hear. You don't need to build this everywhere. Okay. You don't need to build this everywhere. You just need to build it where you are. And while you are focusing on your backyard, your friends, your family, your fans, right? The infrastructure is being built everywhere else. Now, a little personal example. I built my business right where I was. And you never know when the person that you know and the person that you know and the person that you know somebody in Philippines. And now I have a business in the Philippines. Or the person that you know and the person that you know and the person that you know knows somebody in the UK. And now you've got a business in the UK. Okay. So pretty exciting time. And we're going to now walk you through a little bit about our products. So let's meet our brands.
Amazing. So ICD that's our in-cell derm. So that is our skincare line, and you're going to learn a little bit more about the skincare. And then Bodolab is our hair care, personal care products. We have amazing hair care. Kristie and I were just talking about how much our hair has grown and has gotten fuller since using the Bodolab hair care products. The body care is incredible. The body cream is kind of what I call our sleeper product. It has collageneer in it, which is our own patented formula of a collagen. And then we have our lifening products, which is our wellness products. So you're going to learn a little bit more about those in a little bit. But I'm going to throw it back to you, Kristie, but excited to share more with you all about our brands.
Yeah, we're going to break those down for you. And let's start with what makes us different. So, up until now, we've talked about timing, we've talked a little bit about expansion. You can see that we're multiple brands, but now we want to show you why this brand actually works. So, most skincare brands do one of two things, right? They either have pretty marketing, or they have decent ingredients that never really reach the skin. Okay, they kind of sit on top of the skin, promising with lots of promises that they don't deliver, right? And what Riman does is we solve both of these problems. Okay, so first let's talk a little bit about our patented plant. We have the patent on this. We created this, and this is our giant bee young pole, also known as giant centella. So we're going to start right here. And this isn't generic centella. What makes the K beauty world so unique is that they use this plant, and it's called Centella asiatica. And what we did is we just grew it different. And we took this powerful, potent, high in antioxidants, and we just grew it in a different water and a different soil. And what happened was it grew 6 times its normal size. And this is what we call the giant bee young pool. It's basically what it does is it's grown exclusively for Riman and Jeju, but what you're going to see is this is what gives you that beautiful, glowing, radiant, plump skin that people are looking for. You can't source this on the open market. You can't white label this and you can't recreate it. And this is why this matters. And this is, again, what people are going to notice: calmer skin, less redness, brighter tone, softer fine lines, no overnight miracles, right? And this is real visible repair. Now, I don't know about you, Kristin, but when I first used the products, within 24 hours, I felt the difference. Within 3 days, I saw the difference. And we're going to talk a little bit about why that is here too, which is our nanoliposomal technology. But first, let's talk a little bit about our Jeju Lava Energy Water. This is basically the base of every formula. Most brands use purified water and call it a day. We do not do that. All of our products, this is the water that we use. It's mineral rich. This water has been filtered naturally for over 400,000 years beneath Jeju's volcanic island. And what that means is that you're putting these actives. When you put these actives into your water, right, they're going to perform better. And so this is why hydration with Riman feels so different. It doesn't just sit on the surface, your skin actually holds it. And now let's talk about the technology. This is the part most brands don't talk about because they don't have it. So ingredients don't matter if they never get absorbed into your skin. Riman uses nanoliposomal delivery, which means ingredients are encapsulated and delivered where the skin can actually use them. So instead of wasting expensive ingredients on the surface of your skin, we're going to deliver these incredible ingredients and we're going to deliver them deeper. And this is why you can see the results and you can feel the results so quickly. So again, this is why Riman feels different. It's not because it's trendy. It's not because it's K-beauty, but because it was built from the ingredient up, not the label down. And what I mean by that is that when people say that they've tried everything and this finally worked, this is why. It's because of this incredible. So we are all aging backwards. Truly, and it's because we are finally healing our skin from deep within. And here's a few other key things of why I said yes to Riman.
So this is what got me so excited. And one reason I know that we are able to also keep our products so affordable. I actually presented to a med spa a couple of days ago, and they were so impressed at the cost of the products, how affordable they are. And you know why? It's because we control the whole process from seed to serum. So you can see on this map, we have our Riman farm where we grow our giant byung pool and some of our other ingredients. We have our solar power station, so it's also very sustainable. We are a very sustainable brand. We have our Byungpool lab, the Jeju Lava Water Center, Ask Base, which is our research labs. That's where all the magic is happening, all the new products that are coming in 2026, all the things that are being developed for each of you and our clients all around the globe are happening there. We have our wind power station, and they've recently bought more land to even expand the Riman farms. So we are continuing to grow. But the beautiful thing is all of these products are coming to your country, wherever they are. I live on the East Coast. Kristie lives in the mountains,
West Coast.
no, almost the West Coast. And so we're getting our products from different warehouses. So we have an East Coast and a West Coast warehouse in the US, but it's all starting here on the Riman campus in the Jeju Island.
I love that. And speaking of the Riman farm, let's talk a little bit about that. So this slide answers the question that most people don't even know to ask, which is where do the ingredients actually come from? And they come from right here. And this is our Riman farm on Jeju Island, not a supplier, not a third-party grower, not an ingredient marketplace. And that's usually what we see with other companies. And this is what makes us different. This is our land, this is under our standards, and it's monitored by our science teams as well. And all of this matters because one of Riman's hero ingredients, the giant byung pool, also known again as Centella asiatica, it doesn't just grow anywhere. It doesn't grow just anywhere. It's extremely sensitive to soil, to water, to the climate, to harvest timing. And because of this, this is why it needed to be grown in a specific area. So instead of hoping a supplier gets it right, Riman took control. And when you control the farm, you can control its potency, its purity, its consistency, and you can also control the results as well. And this is why people notice changes in their skin faster here than anywhere else. We will never have any of our giant being pool in the dead state. It's always in its live essence. And again, I think all of these things they're just, to me, they're so important. So you're sharing a process that can't be duplicated anywhere else. And all of these things make this unique to us. Now, I know, Kristin, that you are working towards getting to go to Riman Village. So let's talk a
Play
little
a
bit
little
about that.
Costa Rican Pura Vida music. Oh,
Yeah.
no, not Costa Rica yet. Let's not talk about that yet.
Not
Okay, that's
yet.
another surprise that's coming down the road. Yes, the Riman Village. So, what other company do you know of that has built an entire like five-star resort village for their directors and above? So, yes, that is the next promotion level, the next growth level in my business that I am working towards now. And I hope to be there with you all, Kristie, in the Riman Village. She got to go there last October, just a few months ago, and I have heard such incredible things about the Riman Village. It is there on the Jeju Island. So when you see that pool of water, the lifening water, you're actually like bathing, I think, in the giant Byung pool water, which is amazing. One thing I wanted to add to that plant, I don't know if we've touched on this, but we have a 20-year patent on it. And just a few months ago, the USDA actually recognized that our plant has 20 differences than any other Centella asiatica plant. So they actually put the stamp of approval of a 20-year patent on it. So who else can say that, right? You're joining a company that no one else can have anything like what we do for at least 20 years.
True innovators in the beauty space. And one of the things that was a rare treat, I got to meet with Betty, who is our president of marketing. And she said one of the things that we will always pride ourselves on is that we will be the innovators in the K beauty space, which is really, really exciting. So like Kristin said, I just got back from Riman Village, and I'm just telling you, you guys, you get your own little villa. The floors are all heated. They wined and dined us, took us out on excursions. We never had to pull our credit card out once. In fact, they gave us money to go shopping in the market one day, but we would come home every night to a bed full of gifts every single night. So if you are going, make sure you bring an extra suitcase because you got to bring all those gifts home. So that was pretty exciting. Okay, we're going to share just a super short video, just walking you through a little bit about Jeju Island.
Jeju Island, the birthplace of Inselderm, where nature and tradition inspire transformation. Made different, elevated to its full potential. The world's first and only smart farm for Pyeongpool. Introducing the first of its kind, Giant Pyeongpool. Infused with Jeju lava energy water, a powerhouse of intense hydration and radiant vitality. Experience the legendary glow and lifting effect of K-Beauty. Experience the difference, a difference you'll love. The all-new Inselderm, Riman.
Amazing. I'm pulling up the chat because I just out of curiosity, who here has used Riman already? And if you have, we would love for you to share what were your personal results. Maybe the first 24 hours that you used them, the first 3 days, the first week. We would love to hear from you as well. And as you guys do that, we're going to move on to skincare. And so let's talk a little bit about the crown jewel. This is ICD. And this is our entire philosophy is glow from the inside out. And so Jerry says, absolutely got rid of skin tags and age spots. Pretty amazing. And wait till you guys see these before and afters that I've got coming up next as well. But again, most skincare sits on the surface. ICD targets the health of your skin. And what we see with this is just like what's happening in the chat right now is more hydration, more barrier repair, cellular nourishment, right? And the ingredients, the complexes, the technology. This is clinical level skincare without the harshness or the downtime. This is all clean, and this is why people see the glow so fast. And this is why ICD became our best seller. And Kristin, check out these before and afters. right?
Yes,
I can't wait to see
amazing.
yours. I need to put yours in here.
Amazing. Well, I'm a really bad pupil because I didn't take any before pictures. So I
Don't
just
do
had to
that,
pull them from
everyone.
my photo. Don't do that on here, okay? Do not do that. So I would say the biggest thing for me was hydration. And also I have the most sensitive skin and very rosacea prone skin. The Calming Balance Gel was literally like a game changer for me, which is one of the steps in the signature ritual. But look at these results, you all. These are real people, not photoshopped. These are amazing results that you will see. The biggest thing I noticed too is under my eyes. I'm 48. I'll just give you my age on here. And the lightening of like dark spots. I live in Atlanta, Georgia area, so lots of sunshine. I play tennis outside, and of course, sunscreen as much as you can, but still get those darker age spots, and those have really begun to lighten. And you're going to see a lot of, smoother skin, reduction of fine lines. Yeah, it's just beautiful. The glow too is what people will say.
Yeah,
And they're like,
love
wow,
it.
your skin is glowing. I never, your skin never looked so radiant. And I've been in skincare for 12 years, so, but only been with Riman for a little over a year.
Yeah, same, same. So, and also just kind of a fun little extra, the girl on the upper left, it's her birthday today. That's Janine. She turned 60. So she just turned 60 today. Those, if you can see, those are her results, I believe, after 12 days. Maybe less than that. No, no, 9 days,
9
9 days.
days.
But
Hmm.
all of the rest of these before and afters, you guys, were in 30 days. 30 days. And now for mine. So I didn't realize, you guys, how tired and uneven my skin had become until I saw my before photo. So I decided, I could see the difference. People were complimenting me on my skin, but there was a little voice still in the back of my head just thought, but is it really, really different? So I decided to pull up my before picture and put them side by side. This is 5 months later. So this is 5 months in, and my before picture was me in 2023, and you guys can see it's dull. You can see the texture. And honestly, you guys, I just felt like my skin was aging faster than I was. And I had heard that it's all downhill after 50. I'm 52. And so I just kind of accepted, like, well, here we go. This is what I was told. This is normal. This is what I'm going to be experiencing. And 5 months later, I looked in the mirror and I saw this. My skin tone was evened out. The dullness lifted, the texture was softened, and for the first time ever, I felt confident stepping out the door with no makeup. I was always someone that I had to have my face on, or I wouldn't leave. I would not leave my house. And my husband's actually shocked. He's like, "Who are you?" And I'm like,
Yes. The
right.
new me. I
Can
know.
you
Yeah, I
me?
hardly wear makeup at all anymore,
I don't
too.
want to wear makeup anymore. You got great
Yeah.
skin now. So this isn't a filter. This isn't fancy lighting. It's the same window, same time of day. It's simply what happens when your skin finally gets the science, the purity, and the consistency that it's been begging for. So again, I'm in my 50s. My skin's aging backwards. Riman did that for me. This is my good friend Lori. She didn't realize how tired and even her skin tone had become until she saw her before photo as well. And this girl was using it all. And so, as you can see, her testimonial is right there, and her before and after is absolutely amazing. If you suffer from dark circles under the eyes, this is Audra. And as you can see, what we have found and what we've learned is that a lot of that has to do with not having the proper hydration. And hydration does so much for you. And our giant Bee Young pool, mixed, of course, with the Jeju Lava Energy Water and the science, that's what's going to help with that. And so, again, results like this we see every single day. This isn't really a surprise, and we're not done yet, because guess what we're doing? We're doing product launches, and we're just getting started with our ICT makeup line.
All right,
All right.
amazing. So let's talk a little bit about the makeup line. Now, when I joined Rimmon, we only had one shade of the 4D cushion, and we only had I guess we just had the BB cream. Yeah, we didn't have lip. We didn't have the setting spray. We have more makeup coming in 2026, which I'm extremely excited about. I did see a question pop up in the chat. The under eye circles, I will say the multi-stick balm has been phenomenal for under eye circles. I actually use it on my fine lines and wrinkles. I've actually used it, I don't know if you can see in here on the screen, but I've been using it more on my left hand than my right. And I have still some age spots spots on my right hand that are still there, but the left ones are all gone. So, and all I've used is that multi-stick balm on there. So multi-stick balm is like everybody needs that. So the makeup is incredible. It is not just makeup, it is skincare infused makeup. So when you're using that 4D cushion, it gives you beautiful filter-like finish coverage, but very lightweight. It's not what you would think of when you're wearing like a heavy makeup. And I actually use 3 or 4 of the colors and do like concealer if I need any concealer for under eye, and then I'll do the next shade for my face, and then a darker shade for contouring. It's really beautiful. And some days I'll just put a little bit of the darker shade on my eyelids because we don't have eyeshadow yet. So beautiful lip colors. I think we have, gosh, like 10 or 12 lip shades now between the Velvet Matte. It is not sticky. I love that the lip gloss is not sticky. We have a beautiful lip oil. I should have brought it here with me tonight, but they magnetize together. So you pick your favorite. Oh, Kristie's got hers. You pick your favorite shade and then you get your lip oil and they magnetize together, so then you're not losing them in your purse. And also the cushion comes with a refill. So you get 2 for the price of 1. So when that runs out, you just pop out the refill and then pop in a new one. And it's just a perfect way to also be more sustainable instead of wasting that compact every time you need a refill.
I love, love, love. All right, we're going to move on now to our hair care and our body care. And I'm going to skip the science for just a moment because here on the slide, you can read that, right? I want to talk a little bit more about how this actually feels, because that's what I noticed is when your hair is healthier, when you stop, when you stop pulling it forward to check how thin it looks, right? Or when you're looking in your rearview mirror and that sun's kind of hitting, right, hitting your scalp. I know that this was for me. At 50, my hair literally started falling out, and it was just in the front. I was devastated, devastated. I had always had really, really great hair and I could not figure it out. And I honestly didn't know how bad it was until I went and got my hair done. And now, and then my mom does my hair, and she was washing my hair in the sink and she pulled out all my hair that had fallen out and that was in the sink, and it was in her hands. And she goes, "What is happening?" And I'm like, "I don't know." I was addicted to Google. I thought my life was over. And for the first time ever, I understood what it was like to lose your hair. So my personal experience with this, you guys, is that the hair care products, you just have to try them. And after one use, you're going to feel the difference. And then of course, over time, you're gonna run your fingers through your hair, and you're gonna look in your rearview mirror and you're gonna be like, okay, there you are. Right. And so at first it was like tiny baby hairs just sticking out all over the place. But today it feels fuller, it's stronger. And again, I want you to experience that as well. I know that as we age, this is usually a naturally occurring. Hormones make a big difference as well. But again, just bringing yourself back to you again, I think that's one of the most important things. And that's what we pride ourselves on. And now talking a little bit about the skin, when your skin is properly hydrated, you don't rush to the lotion the second you step out of the shower, right? Sometimes that's what we have to do to be able to lock in that hydration. Your skin's not going to feel tight. You don't feel dry by noon. I noticed that I apply the lotion once and my skin is hydrated all day long. You're just going to feel comfortable in your skin. And this part matters because, again, when your hair looks better, when your skin feels better, you show up differently. You stand a little bit taller, right? You stop overthinking. You don't need to fix. You can just get out there and you can live. And that's what these products are about. So I want to show you some before and afters here because these are pretty incredible. And this is after one use. After one use, we're going to reduce scalp oiliness by 83%, increase hydration by 29%, boost elasticity by 20%. If you're looking at the picture in the upper left, that's Roberta. That's from May to August. And you can see the hair growth there. My good friend Jennifer is in the upper right-hand corner. And this was after just 90 days of using the products. And then down below is Peyton. Not only did she completely color her hair a completely different color, we know how damaging that is, but look at the before and after. Look at the thickness, look at the fullness. And then we don't want to leave the guys out as well. And so for you men, look at the growth right there. And so huge, huge difference. And it's not just about the health of our hair. Let's talk about the health of our scalp too. This is Lori's, this is Lori. This is her nephew. And he couldn't believe This was in one application of the Bodo Lab shampoo. And look at, you guys can see the inflammation in the before. Look at how much it already decreased the irritation and the inflammation. So all of these are powerful testimonials. But again, this is what we get to see every single day. And this is what makes this so exciting, is when you can see that you're truly transforming people's lives because of the way that they feel with products. And that's just our skincare. Let's talk a little bit about wellness from within.
Yes, I love talking about the lightening products because they're also ones that people don't immediately think of because we're talking about K-beauty, right? But we also know that beauty comes from within. And so often you do need to heal your skin from within. So let's talk about the Deep Talk Plus. It's a natural psyllium husk fiber with zinc in it. It really hydrates your skin from within. I know that sounds crazy with a gut health product. It is patented. It has raw materials. You're seeing it in the upper right-hand corner of the screen. You actually just pour these little pellets in your mouth and chase it down with about 10 ounces of water. I actually have these in the drawer beside my bed, and I take one every night before bed, and then one beauty collagen in the morning. It's a raspberry or blueberry pomegranate flavor. It's loaded with powerful antioxidants, 2,000 milligrams of collagen. It's type 1 collagen. It's great for your hair, skin, nails. It has hyaluronic acid in it, biotin, wheat ceramides for supporting hair, nails, and skin. And some people ask about that. I do have a couple of clients who have celiacs and they still have been fine using the beauty collagen because it is a wheat ceramide. It's not gluten. It has glutathione in it, anti-inflammatory properties. That has also, I've seen personally, that strengthen hair and nails. I have a lot of clients who have this on auto ship. They're like, I do not want to run out of my fiber. I don't want to run out of my beauty collagen. And they're all patented formulas. So being a liquid collagen too versus being a powder is going to be a lot more potent and it tastes great. So it's not like yucky. Everybody always wants to try it at events. So I usually make a little collagen mocktail for my K pop-ups.
So it is delicious, and it's almost a problem because you want to have like 3 or 4 a day.
Yeah.
But
You're like, wait, I
yeah,
don't need that much collagen every day.
they're so good. And if they're good, you're going to be consistent, and consistency really is where you're going to see a big difference. Okay, so we've talked about the products, and now let's talk about how you earn when you share these incredible products. And so I'm going to kick us off with this one right here. And again, we've got that chat open, so you guys ask questions. That's what I love about these live calls. I see that Kristin's in there and she's been answering your questions, which is amazing. And then anything, of course, that you want to share as well. This is our call, and I love to treat it that way. So here we go. This is a traditional supply chain versus Riman's direct model. And as you can see here, traditional retail forces you to pay for 5 middlemen. We're going to remove all of that. We don't do that here. So your customers get luxury formulas at a really great value, so at an affordable price, and you earn what the middleman would normally have gotten. And this is simple, it's fair, and it's built for anyone who wants more control over their income. And so that's the short version of this. And again, what I love is that you get to choose. You get to choose your distribution business model, whether it be on social media, whether you're going to retail shops, or maybe you are belly to belly and you're meeting girlfriends for coffee, or maybe you're having a K-beauty pop-up. You get to pick and choose and customize this business and what feels the very, very best for you.
Yes, and there's so many different ways that you can earn and grow with Riman, and you can actually even start your business. We have people open their businesses as managers, which is 3,000 in volume. That's your volume, your sales volume, with a minimum of 3 customers. You can open your business as a senior manager, or you can set the goal for doing it in 3 consecutive months. That's also the beautiful thing about Riman. It's not like you're having to rush and do it in 1 month. If you're like, well, Kristin, I don't know if I can do it in 1 month, but I definitely think I can hit that goal and have a few pop-ups. And I want some of my friends to join me in sharing this business, that I can hit that senior manager mark in 3 months. But you can see how quickly your commission grows. So you start as a planner at 10%. And then when you get to manager, manager, you can earn 20 to 30% because we have an option of an additional 5 and 10% bonus volume for your sales. As senior manager, you will be at 30%, and this is lifetime rank. Those are lifetime ranks. That means once you get to that senior manager, you're never going to be paid below 30% on your personal sales. You have an option as well to earn up to 40%. So for people who are like, I just want to sell. I'm a seller, or I have a large following. I know I'm just going to sell this. If someone joins me naturally, that's great, but I really want to sell. You can actually earn up to 40% without even having anyone on your team. And I think a lot of people ask those kind of questions with affiliate links and everything that we have, in the marketplace these days. And then at team leader, you're at 40%, but it can earn up to 50% commission off of your personal sales. You get up to 3 generations of match bonuses. That is 50,000 in volume over 5 months. So those are 5 consecutive months. So let's say for some reason you don't hit it on the 5th month, but you hit it on the 6th, you're just losing the volume from that first month. So that's what that means about 5 consecutive months. And you also have to have 3 senior managers on your in your team. So you can discuss this more as well with anybody who invited you to the call, but this is just our starting levels of business growth. There are actually 3 other levels beyond that.
Yeah, pretty amazing. I love our affiliate program, don't you, Kristin? I think we got a pretty good, really good affiliate program. Okay, so this slide, it can feel a little overwhelming, but here's the truth, you guys. This is simply the framework that allows regular people to build extraordinary income. And I just want you to remember that. For me, I didn't know any of this when I first started, and you don't have to know this to start. You learn as you grow. And that's how I like to learn. But again, if you are one that you want to dive in, you want to know all of these numbers, you want to study the compensation plan, we have an in-depth video for you. So ask the person that invited you here. We will make sure that they have it, you have it. But what matters today is knowing your effort is always rewarded here. And your income isn't capped. I think that was really big. The sky is the limit. And this is the place where you're allowed to dream big. What do what do you want to create here? Because you can create it. And then we've got, of course, our leadership match bonus as well.
Yes, so you have the opportunity to earn an additional leadership match. This is like a check match that you would get off of team leaders that you have helped mentor and grow. And that for me is one of the most exciting things about this opportunity, is helping others find success in this style of business. So you can see here that you get 1st, 2nd, and 3rd generation as a team leader. That goes to 4th generation as a director, 5th as a senior director, and 6th as a national director. So incredible growth opportunity, incredible earning opportunity. And you can just see that the sky is the limit, definitely, with this compensation model.
Yeah, this is where legacy wealth comes into place. And I feel like for most of us, when we join a company like this business model, we're looking for residual income, and this is where it starts. And so pretty amazing. Okay, we've got some incredible starter packs for you. So I want to talk a little bit more about why they matter. First, we need to be the product of the product. I worked in television for over 20 years. I actually sold fitness equipment on the Home Shopping Network. Some of you might be familiar with the Home Shopping Network. And one of the things that I found, of course, is that I did have a treadmill in my house because I needed to be the product of the product, right? Before I could sell a treadmill on national television. And that just brings me to you. You wouldn't recommend a restaurant without tasting the food, right? Hope that you wouldn't. You wouldn't send somebody to a movie that you've never seen. And it's very, very similar with the starter packs as well. And so what we've done is we've created these packs with they're intentional in that we want to make sure that you have access to all of the products. And so, of course, this is the same with Riman. If you're serious about building trust and growing a business here, you have to experience the products firsthand. And these starter kits, they're not just a box of skincare or wellness. They're your confidence kit. This is where you're going to build your story, right? And so what I have found that people don't buy products. In all of the years that I worked selling fitness equipment on national television, they buy your belief in the product. That's what they buy first. They're going to buy your glow. They're going to buy your energy. They're going to buy your excitement. They're going to buy your transformation. So you need to know what it feels like. You need to know how to talk about it. We need to know how to show it, right? So let the products do the convincing because the products are so good. They do the work for you, but we need to use them and create our story around them. And that's really all we're doing here. And so for me, it's something that we do naturally anyway. We're always sharing our favorite things that have had an impact in our lives with people that we care about, and this is no different. So we've got a lot of different starter packs that you guys can choose from. These are our two bigger packs. And also remember that your packs go towards your rank. And so, for example, if you wanted to come in, you want to hit manager right out of the gate, then you're going to want to pick up two of these packs or two of these packs, or maybe one of this one or one of this one. That will automatically get you to manager. And now you're unlocking 20% up to 30% commission. So that's what I did. I came in and I wanted to make sure that I wasn't leaving money on the table, and I wanted to come in as a manager before I launched my business, making that really almost tripling my income right out of the gate. Then we've got some smaller ones for you as well. You have 30 days to use these packs. So 30 days after you sign up as a beauty planner, you have 30 days to pick up 4 packs. So what I love again is that each one is packed with additional products. You get little freebies with this. This is going to give you the best value to start with as well. And this also earns you rewards towards
Costa
Riman
Rica, Costa
retreat.
Rica. Yes. So I just secured my spot a few weeks ago on this trip that is going to be happening in
Congratulations.
June. Thank you, friend. And you too. Absolutely.
Thank
Now we're
you.
trying to hustle and earn it for our spouse. So yes, Riman actually has trip incentives that you can earn these beautiful and luxurious trips that they give you an opportunity to earn. Yes, you have to work hard and earn it. Absolutely. But is it possible? Definitely is possible. And you can earn a $500 flight credit for yourself. You can earn it for 2 people. You can earn it for flight credit for both of you. So they really give you an opportunity to go on an all expense paid trip where you're going to get a chance to be with the leaders, with the chairman and founder. 2 of my team members were on the Cabo trip last year. I wasn't able to go, but they were on the Cabo trip and they have the sweetest picture ever with Chairman on. He was in his tracksuit. He had come down to breakfast with them. So it was just so meaningful for them to see that the founder and chairman, it wasn't like he was being, escorted around with bodyguards or anything and so untouchable. Nope, he was right there in the buffet line with them, letting people go in line before him, taking pictures. And it was just such an amazing time for them. They came back so energized and excited about growing their business. So, absolutely, you still have an opportunity to earn this trip.
Yeah, absolutely. It's not over yet. So, and then of course, we've got another one right around the corner as well. And so here, events. Events truly is where your confidence gets built. To me, it takes everything that's in your head and it moves it to your heart. But more than that is that this is where future leaders get born. And we have one coming up next month. So we have Long Beach. This is the end of February, February 27th to March 1st. And so we have tickets available here. So I want you guys to do me a favor and just get your phone out and take a picture here. This is going to take you right to where you can purchase your convention tickets. Again, this is where belief is transferred. And when you get to just meet, just learn everything that it's basically this on steroids because you get to be with people belly to belly, and that makes such a big difference. But we also want to make this super simple for you as well. And so we also have your hotel giving you guys an extra discount. I know that we're also looking for another hotel that's 5 minutes away, giving you guys an incredible room block there as well. So again, stay close to the person that invited you here because they will be plugged in all the things. And again, we're just so excited for what's happening and the seat that you're sitting in and having those rare opportunities of first movers advantage. And one other thing that Kristin's going to walk you through is that we don't really think small here, Kristin.
No, we don't think small at all. In fact, we have partnered with some of the top marketing and design businesses in the world. In fact, we had a French perfumer that actually created the newer scent of our shampoo and conditioner and our body wash, as well as our body cream. It is a luxurious, amazing, non-synthetic, beautiful smelling product. We've partnered with Cosmax, which is designed some of the top designer luxury brands in the world to really create the new look and feel of our signature ritual. We have heard, that they're working on some other things too for us that hopefully will be launching in Long Beach. So there's really exciting things coming. And yes, we do not play small. We do things right, and we do it right the first time. It has been such a joy to jump into a company that really knows what they're doing, works so hard for you, and they are so responsive, and so kind and encouraging. Like there is no competition here. There is collaboration at Riman. And that's what absolutely I really love the most. It just gets me wanting to jump out of bed every morning and excited about being part of this global movement.
So such a blessing. So we also have simple systems in place for you, and one of these calls is considered part of our system. So if you're familiar with systems, you know that when you have something that has a structure, that has a system, it sets you up for success, and that's what we're doing here. So every Monday we actually have a live VIP event at headquarters in Irvine, California, and we do some really fun things that here. Last week, one lucky winner got to win $3,000 in cash just by showing up, just by attending. And then every Tuesday is orientation. So for your new planners, you want to get them plugged into orientation. Not only do they get a complete tour of their business, but we also give them their senior manager game plan. And then, of course, this is us tonight. This is every Thursday. We have our Riman orientation. And then we've got something really special this Friday. And this is definitely a do not miss. We've got our 2026 kickoff event. Again, Chairman On is going to be on. You're going to be able to hear from him and really just about all the things that are happening here in Riman and what we're excited about, and basically just plugging you into any of the updates and anything that's happening. It's going to be a really, really great call, and that's this Friday. And so we're going to wrap this up. And this is the part where most companies would try to convince you, but we know that we don't need to, right? That's not what this is. So you're here because something already clicked. Not just the products, not just the opportunity, but maybe there was a feeling, right? The feeling that you're early, right? Being part of something in its first stages, that you finally found something that maybe makes sense for you in your life. Maybe you love skincare, right? This isn't about chasing. This truly is about alignment. It's about just locking in, right? You don't just join a skincare company. You're joining a standard here. And this is a standard for what you put on your skin, a standard for how you build, and a standard for who you become in the process. So what I love is that, yes, we're expanding. Yes, we're just getting started. The market is just barely waking up, and you're not trying to catch up because you're here and you're already positioned, right? You're here at the very, very beginning. So you don't have to figure this out alone. You are 100% supported, as you saw. Just plug people into calls like this if they want to learn more. You don't have to know all of the things, right? You're exactly where you're supposed to be. I don't believe in accidents at all, and you're here for a reason. So with that, we want to welcome you all to the Riman family. And so, Kristin, do you have any last words or anything that you want to share?
I think
This
the
is
only
fun,
thing
by
I
the
would
way.
say, the only thing I would say is if someone came to you, if, before Apple and Tesla and all these other big brands got started and they said, "Hey, I've heard of this amazing opportunity. Right now you can jump in and buy stocks at only $2 a share if you jump in with me now." Can you imagine if someone had given you that opportunity? Well, we are giving you that opportunity with Reebon. We are giving you the opportunity to jump in. No, we're not publicly traded. No, you can't go and buy Reebon stock. But just by you starting your business and saying yes, you absolutely are getting in early. Think about when we're in 50 countries and when we look back on our business in the next 5 to 10 to 20 years. I have a 17-year-old daughter who's about to graduate from high school in May. I have a 15-year-old daughter who will be 2 years behind her. They were more excited than anything else when I said I was going to be selling Korean skincare for my next, business opportunity. And they are the future. And so this business that I'm creating now and working so hard to grow is their future as well too. It is generational wealth, it's legacy leaving. This is an amazing opportunity. And all I could say is, some people would say, "Well, what if I fail?" I'm like, "Well, what if you fly? What if you just soar and are successful and your yes makes the opportunity open for someone else to say yes to?" So happy to have you and welcome to the family.
Welcome, everybody. Have a beautiful and blessed night, and we hope to see you at Long Beach at convention. See everyone. Bye.